Hello, hello. Hi, Gina Halleck. How are you? Happy solstice. We'll wait for a few people to pop in, but today this is your weekly TarotScopes for the week of December 22nd, all the way through the end of the year. We'll just take it to the 31st. So I hope you are well. How are you, Gina? Are you ready for the holidays? Joyful Journey. Hi. Good to see you. SR Kish. Thanks for joining. How is everybody? We're having another unseasonably warm day here in Denver again today. I'm not complaining. Although, I do like a little snow for Christmas, but hi, Nancy G. Good to see you. How is everybody? How are we all doing? I don't know about you guys, what your plans are for the holidays. If you celebrate, I am in a bit of a frenzy. Haven't done any of my wrapping yet. I said I was going to do it today, but I cleaned instead. I still may do it tonight. At least get started. I've got company coming tomorrow. First, my niece comes. Just coming for a day, though, because we have, she's going to buy my son's car, the one who just moved. So she's going to come get it and drive. She now lives in Utah, so that's not too far. So she's coming and kind of throwing a little wrench in our plans for a day. It'll be nice to see her, but, got stuff to do. Uh-oh, Kitty came. Here he is. He loves to come online and see you guys. So cute. Okay. All right, JPEG. But yes, our house needs it. It needed it. So I've cleaned. This is the guest room that I work in. And then we have another room, a guest room, but my husband uses it for his office. So I had to there's a convertible bed in there. So I had to set that up and all the things. So anyway, how is everybody? I haven't even done any baking yet. I need to get baking with some, baking some cookies and things. So how are you guys? You need to do some cleaning. Nancy, you're too cold weather. What does that mean? You can't do the cleaning? You're chilly? I'm so sorry for this cat. He just wants to stand right here. I should raise my computer up a little higher, but he just wants to be the star of the show. Anyway, so happy solstice. Happy winter solstice. If you're in the southern hemisphere, oh my gosh. It just uses me as a springboard to get to the back of my chair. There he is. Isn't he cute? Look at that face. He's got that smudge across his nose, and he's so cute. Joyful Journey, your neighbor who's a baker just brought a box of goodies. Yay! Hi, Tony Clifton. Good to see you. Hi, Letting Loose. How are you? I'm assuming NJ means New Jersey. How's New Jersey coming along? So anyway, again, I'm so happy JPEG is here. He's going down. Now he's on my desk again. He's walking around. He'll be back around. He doesn't really settle much. Look at that face. Oh, hi, Creative Chick Studios. I love that name. So anyway, the sun moved into Capricorn today. And so what does that mean? Happy winter, happy solstice, happy Capricorn season. And so we'll talk about the solstice a little bit more. Does anybody have any solstice like ceremonies or things that you do? I just pet my kitties, and that's what we do. He's so sweet. He's so sweet. Here he go. Oh, he's purring. Look at this little baby. He just wants to be on YouTube, that's all. So anyway, thank you for joining me. And this is the weekly TarotScopes for the week of December 22nd, and we'll take it all the way through the rest of the month, the 31st. So, oh my gosh, if you could only hear this little boy purring. He's he's so cute. And let's see, happy birthday to all those with Capricorn birthdays. So such a nice time of year. I feel like I like this time of year because even though it gets dark, I think it's a really good time to hibernate and get cozy. Let's see. Tony never lived in a place where it snowed, so you're not familiar with solstice rituals. Ah, okay. Fatima knows what it's like to see snow. A few of us do here. Yes. So anyway, we'll talk about that. Happy Hanukkah. It's still Hanukkah. So a very happy Hanukkah to all who celebrate this day of dedication. That's what it's known as. It's a day that, let's see, 1 day's worth of oil lasted for 8 days, and it was considered a miracle. And it's so relevant because the solstice is also about the light coming back, right? It's a celebration that the darkest days are over, are ending. So, yes. Anyway, so what happened in the news this week? Just really briefly, I will go through some of the exciting things. Sorry for those of you who do not live in the US because, you know, I live here and we seem to have a lot going on. So, I don't know how long I can hold this kitty, but look how cute he is. Look how cute he is. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, in the news. Oh, hi, Gina Fish. Wish I had a cat to cuddle with. Yeah. Well, he's going to get heavy in my arm in a minute here. So this week, the U.S. put more pressure on Venezuela. We're still boarding ships and bombing ships and all the things. Oh my gosh, he's purring so loud in my ear. And it, it's boarding tankers, taking their oil, that sort of thing. Very provocative. I think what they're doing is looking for a fight. And I say they because even though this is an American, the American military that's doing this, I think it's one or two people who really want to do this. And it's not me. So we also had Susie Wiles' story come out, the White House chief of staff. She spilled the tea on her colleagues and on the president, saying that he has the personality of an alcoholic. And that means he's unpredictable and reckless and probably goes into rages. We know that. His ketchup-filled rages. Yes, the rest of the world is eating popcorn and watching our dumpster fire. Isn't that the truth? Oh my gosh. Yes, those photos. Exactly, Gina Fish. They were just ridiculous, weren't they? And good for that photographer who just presented them for who they are, right? This cat, he has never done this before. This is so funny. Here's another little bit of news. Well, first of all, I just wonder if anybody thinks she'll be leaving soon. I do. This is Susie Wiles. And I'm sorry, I do have hair all over my face now, cat hair. All right, they found the MIT and Brown University shooter dead of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Sounds like he is a disturbed man with grievances about his life and how it's turning out. Sorry. All right. Also, we had the Epstein files sort of released this week. I don't know. They were due out Friday. the 19th, and most were, of course, heavily, heavily redacted. My glasses on. And this is a violation of the law that Congress just signed. Congress and the president just signed. And shocker, very, very little of it mentioned Donald Trump and seemed to only mention Bill Clinton. So again, speaking of grievances, just visiting is out shopping. Yeah. Yep. The rats will start jumping ship soon. I really do believe that's true. Okay. Ugh, I need like a towel for my cat hair face. Okay. All right. Also this week, we had the former president of Pakistan and his wife, or prime minister of Pakistan and his wife, jailed for corruption. And I mention it because we recently saw the former president of Brazil jailed for attempted insurrection. That would be President Bolsonaro of Brazil, and we also saw Sarkozy of France. And these people were all held to account for their corruption in their own countries. So the question that I have is, will Trump be next? One can hope. I'm kind of a little jealous that Brazil jumped right on it and took care of business with Bolsonaro. TikTok also reached a deal to stay in the U.S., no thanks to our president, who bragged that it was he who made the deal a while ago, and it didn't quite happen that way, but it will be staying. The Oscars also announced that it's moving to YouTube in 2029. Isn't that interesting? But I brought this up because it's a signal that network television and these kind of old school structures are eroding. So, before they used to be on like NBC, CBS. If you're in the US, you know what I'm talking about. Sorry, I don't know what the equivalent is in other countries, maybe BBC in the UK. But anyway, I just thought that was quite interesting. In science news, scientists discovered that climate changes that they're seeing now could trigger another ice age. So how much fun is that? Right? I mean, can we take any more? Gina Fish said, I hadn't heard about that on the Oscars. Will it be on YouTube TV? So it's behind a paywall? I don't know. I suspect not. I just saw YouTube. We have till 2029. So I don't think that they're going to want it. I think they're going to want to keep it free. Also, new developments in medicine. Researchers discovered some DNA switches in brain support cells that were previously dismissed as junk, like unnecessary material. And they've discovered that these influence Alzheimer's linked genes. So potentially another avenue to head off Alzheimer's. Also, there were new treatments found for sickle cell anemia or more advancements, I should say, because I think that they've already been able to treat and cure sickle cell anemia with cat hair is floating, with gene editing. But I think they've made some more advancements there. And also, this is interesting, preliminary results for an mRNA-based pancreatic cancer vaccine is showing great promise for an immune response against that disease. So that's good. Creative Chick Studio says, I'm just waiting for the aliens to show up and do a course correction. I know, right? Come on. Enough suspense. We need this to happen already. And hi, Odelia. Good to see you. Yeah. Also, there is a new flu variant, F5N1, that is pretty widespread spread in Europe and Asia right now. So, and they do say that the vaccine that's out there now does provide some protection. It's never 100%, but um, please get if you're inclined, please get your flu vaccine, or if you're high risk. Also, Google made major strides. I don't know if this is a good or bad thing, in the development of its quantum computer. So they made some kind of energy shifts that are kind of moving them closer to their quantum computer. If you've heard about that. Hi, Daniel. Good to see you. All right. In other good news, scientists discovered that plant-based plastics can fully degrade in salt water. So that's really good, because I know that some of they're calling them like islands of plastic, garbage that are floating out in the ocean. And last bit of news I want to tell you about that's kind of cool is they found a new moon circulating around Uranus. So there you go. We have a new moon in our solar system, probably much more than that than we even know. So I just like to share this because I feel like all these scientific advancements, especially medical, but really all of them relate to the astrology that we are moving into the age of Aquarius, which is about technological advancements and scientific advancements. And we're just going to see this picking up and picking up and picking up. So Fatima got her flu vaccine. I did too. I don't have any problems. My arm was sore. When I was younger, I didn't get one, but I'm not getting any younger, and I really don't want to be laid out with the flu for a week. And some people are high risk. I'm around my elderly parents, and I don't want to spread it either. So, okay, well, thank you for joining. If you are new here, my name is Kelly Scarborough, the Mystic Next Door. I'm a healer, an intuitive, and a medium. And as you'll see, a sometime astrologer, part-time amateur astrologer. So I want to welcome everybody and welcome all of you who are not new to my channel. And I thank you so much for joining me each week. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and I love your comments after the live stream is done. I know everybody's busy. This is a busy time of year. So I appreciate you dropping in for a little bit of the news. So, and the astrological weather. So, moving forward, now we're going to move on to the astrological aspects for the week of December 22nd to the 31st. Again, I want to wish everybody happy winter solstice, summer solstice if you're in the down under southern hemisphere. That means that the sun moved into Capricorn, so we're officially in winter here in the northern hemisphere. Excuse me. And it's considered to be one of the most magical days of the year, where we Northerners, anyway, experienced the longest night of the year. That would have been last night, I believe, or tonight. I don't recall which. But importantly, it's also the day that the lights begin to return a bit more each day. The light begins to return a little bit more each day. Initially, we won't see it as much, but usually by mid-January, toward the end of January, you start to notice that it's a little lighter. It stays light a little later each evening here. Let's see. Daniel said, haven't we been moving into the age of Aquarius for like 50 years? Yes, we have. But what I think we're noticing is now that Pluto has moved into Aquarius, it's going to kick that into high gear. Yeah. They think we started to approach the age of Aquarius in like the 60s or 70s, right? Exactly. Hair. You don't want me to sing, do you? Okay. So anyway, we notice the light returning each day, and solstice is the start of winter here, again, in the Northern Hemisphere. I'm speaking from my perspective because it's all about me. And and it signals the time for introspection, self-reflection. So we're asked to downshift from our busy lives, rest our bodies and minds, and reconnect with the rhythms of nature. Um, Interesting, because the sun, moon, Mars, and soon Venus will all be gathered in the practical, capable sign of Capricorn. Hi, Mary Thornberry. Good to see you. And this signals a can do attitude, basically, ambition, a realistic energy, realism that helps us to turn our dreams into reality. And it also helps us to release unrealistic dreams that we've been living with. Like, do we, do we think we can fly? Maybe not. We need to leave that one behind. Maybe only in your dreams, right? Okay. This Wednesday, December 24th. I'm so sorry. I'm still fluffing cat hair out of my face because I just had a nice snuggle with my kitty over there. There he is. Okay. Okay. So where was I? Okay. So we Wednesday, December 24th, that would be Christmas Eve for those who celebrate. Venus moves into Capricorn as well, like I just said. And this brings practicality and a focused reality to our relationships. It's not pie in the sky. And it's not just relationships either. It's our values and our money. Those are the things that Venus governs. So it lends a maturity and a discipline and a stability. It's not, it's not dreamy and sexy. It's more like practical love, right? But this is what sets up, a long-term relationship or a relationship with money. Let's see. Right in the middle of the bed, my cat does the same thing. Yes. Yeah, this is the guest room. And he likes to sleep in here because this is where his father, my son, stayed in here for the last month. And so I think he misses him. So when I'm not in here though, I find him in my bed a lot too. Okay. Okay, and then Thursday, December 25th. Merry Christmas to all who celebrate. And this was a time that the Magi, who were wise men and astrologers, this is our TarotScopes, right? So I have to bring it back to astrology. The wise men of the day, many of them were astrologers, and the Magi were considered to be astrologers. They followed the prophecy that they received through psychic dreams and angelic messages that a king will be born where a unique astrological event occurred. And we know that as the Star of Bethlehem. That they followed, right? But it's actually believed to have been a bright conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn that sat together in the sky and looked like a very bright star in the sign of Pisces, right? And the last age from the time of Christ was considered to be the Piscean age, okay? And now we're moving into Aquarius. They move backwards. So there's also a reference at the same time that they believe that there was a Saturn-Jupiter conjunction, that there was a comet at the same time. So perhaps there were all kinds of really bright, interesting astrological things happening at that time. Regardless, the history books show that they followed this planetary configuration to the east. They believe that they came from maybe Iran or Turkey or places like that, to the place where a king would be born, right? Which drove Herod crazy because he was threatened by the thought of another king being born into the area. They brought him precious gifts of gold, symbolizing kings, like kings were worthy of gold, frankincense, which was for divinity, and myrrh for his suffering, his future suffering. And interestingly enough, too, frankincense and myrrh in modern day are also used for pain relief and for anti-inflammatory properties. So, all right, that's your history lesson on the astrology associated with Christmas. Hi, Suzanne. Good to see you. And the Tuesday the 30th, so we're going to go right on to the end of the year, into next week, Tuesday the 30th, Mars will form a trine with the North Node, which is very interesting because this aspect inspires us to move forward toward our goals and our soul's purpose, right? It's very interesting when we're changing years, changing the end of a 9-year, which I'm about to talk about, and it brings energy and decisive action. And it's a time to act on our goals for the coming year and step forward toward our destinies. And finally, I want to talk about December 31st. Happy New Year. We say goodbye to the year 2025. I know I'm ready to see it go. Is anyone else ready to see it go? It's been a hell of a year. 9 years symbolize completion, endings of the old ways, and boy, are we seeing those. But they're not going without a fight. And clearing out the old, oh gosh, sorry. Cat hair. Ugh. Clearing out the old way to make way for new opportunities in the next cycle of our lives. So tell your guides and angels that you are ready to surrender and release. Hi, Alex. Yes, be gone. I need this cat hair out of my face. Kitty just left. Now, those are the important astrological transits of the week, and now we're going to move on to our TarotScopes for all signs for the week of December 22nd through the 31st. I do expect to join you guys next Sunday evening. We will probably do some other things because we're heading into the new year, since I'm going through the astrology, but we may do TarotScopes as well. So remember that these are general readings for the week of December 22nd to 31st, the rest of the month. And they are for your sun, rising, and moon signs, or for any planet that figures strongly in your chart. Remember also that we all have unique birth charts, so take what resonates and leave the rest, and consult your personal chart for more detail. And this week, I start every week on a different sign. This week, we will start with Leo. So I will be using my Tarot of the Golden Wheel this week. And, oh gosh, I really do need to go wash my face. Kitty hair, he just got right up in there. Did a number on me. So I'll be using my Tarot of the Golden Wheel this week. I will pull 3 cards, 1 for the energy of the week, 2 for cautions, if there are any, and 3, what actions does Spirit want me to take? Yes. And thank you, Odelia. I did get my hair cut. Thank you very, very much. You're so sweet. Thank you, everybody, for coming. All right, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and start with Leo. Do we have any Leo in the house? I have a Leo moon. My dear hubby is a Leo rising. He has kind of a similar sign. I hate to say it, to the orange one. He has a Gemini sun and a Leo moon. But he's nothing like him. All right, I'm going to take a sip. Alex H., I look forward to talking to you next week. All right, you're Leo rising, Alex. All right, good. All right, let me adjust my screen here. Okay, Leo. Wow, looks like a nice one for you. Look at this. Oh, your youngest son is a Leo. You get the nine of Cups. This is your wishes come true. This is, somebody who worked hard and, they often they call this the smug merchant, but I think it's somebody who really works hard, and then they like to play hard too and enjoy the fruits of their labor. This is contentment, happiness. Of course, it's Christmas week. And then we have the Ace of Swords for cautions, or if it's not a caution, it's just saying, you know what, this is time to really kind of follow your new ideas, your thoughts, the truth. Look for the truth. This is a new beginning as well. And you get another truth. Look at these swords. All right, so the action Spirit wants you to take, again, this is talking about the truth, the fairness, what's right for you. Follow that with, it looks like it's a really, really powerful time for you to go ahead and follow your dreams, your hopes, your wishes. This is also communication, so get out there and do it. I know a lot of you Leos are good communicators. You like to be in the spotlight. Hi, Polly. Good to see you. Okay, that was nice. That's a good way to start. Let's go ahead and move on to Virgo. While I'm shuffling, we went out to this beautiful little, holiday market. Oops, you've got jumpers, Virgo. A holiday market last night. It was really, really nice, and walked around. The weather has been so pleasant. It's just really nice out. A friend of ours was selling, they sell like lotions and candles and things that smell good. So we went there and went and had some sushi. Who likes sushi? I do. Okay. All right, Virgo, you had the first one jumped out already, so we're going to take it. Oh, you're getting good cards too. Wow. All right. All this new energy. So the energy of the week is this Page of Wands, right? This is messages coming in towards you, the messenger. Look for the messages coming towards you. This could be from your guides, from your angels. This could be a letter in the mail from an old friend. This also denotes following your passion, right? Starting a new adventure, following your passion. Well, this does not look like a caution either. So we will say that Spirit wants you to know that all the happiness and the joy, and this is family togetherness. Whenever we see the 10 of Cups, it often denotes a family, because you see the mom, dad, and the kiddo right there, and all the cups. So this is just joy. This is just pure joy. And very supportive energy. And again, what action does Spirit want us to take? With the Page of Wheels, Page of Pentacles, they say that this means that we are manifestors. So they're saying here, get out and make it happen, because it looks like you've got tailwinds to help you right now. So that's really great. Yes, go with the momentum. All right. So far, so good, Leo and Virgo. Let's keep it strong, shall we? I hope I didn't just jinx myself for Libra. So I'm so excited. My son's coming in tomorrow night. He arrives at 1 a.m. This is my New York son and his girlfriend. And we are very excited. This will be his room, so I will not be doing any readings from here all week while he's visiting, but it'll be great to see him. All right, Libra. There we go. Okay. Here's that Ace of Swords again, right? This is the energy of the week, is taking action, new ideas, new thoughts that we're going to be putting into motion. These are all new. This is whenever we see aces, it's a big yes. Like if you have something in your mind, Libra, about, maybe starting a new business or joining a new, I don't know, exercise class or whatever it may be, it's a yes. Okay, Libra rising, and joyful journey is also Libra sun and rising. So that's nice. Double Libra. And yeah, we have 2 double Libras here. Okay. Um, okay, cautions of the week with the 2 of Wands. This is just saying, you might have some, planning to do to get to that truth that you're working on. But this says, let's lay the groundwork for the next thing. So get to it, right? Don't just, we can manifest things, but we also have to do the things that we need to make it happen. So do it. I don't know why these cards are shown like 2 rams butting their heads together. Yeah, I'm just a single Libra though. I'm a Libra sun. Just a Libra sun. Born on my mama's birthday. Another Libra sun. Okay. And what action does Spirit want me to take? So what did I just say? Make some decisions, lay the groundwork, do the things, and then we get the card of work. 8 of Wheels always talks about kind of learning a new skill and really honing your craft. Like it's time to kind of put your nose to the grindstone. So again, if you are trying to start a new podcast or write a book or, start a travel blog or something like that, then get out there and really do the work to make it happen. My door just closed. I think that was my husband. Your mom was a Libra. Oh, nice. She must have been fabulously gifted and beautiful. I'm just joking. All right, but probably. Okay. We're moving on to Scorpio. So far so good, right? We don't mind a little bit of work, do we, Libra? I like to study up. Hi, John. You can rest now. All right. Well, Scorpio, doggone it. This is such a scorpionic reading. You get your card, the devil. All right, Scorpio, what's up with you this week? Energy of the week is the devil. This is the card that we get when we are our own worst enemy, right? We have bad habits. Maybe it could be something as innocuous as procrastination. Or it's, we eat and drink too much or all the wrong things, or we indulge in things that we shouldn't, right? Perhaps it's just like hanging around the wrong people too. So what is that for you, Scorpio? Work is a lot better than some cards. Yeah. Okay. Cautions, if any. Okay. The caution for you is take some solitude, take some time alone and get, maybe this is a person in your life that's really kind of under your skin, but it's saying go sit by yourself, meditate, really kind of examine your thoughts and your motivations for life, but really kind of dig deep a little bit. And look at this. Actions Spirit wants you to take. It's like you need to change your wicked ways, Scorpio. The Tower is all about changing things fundamentally. So some of you Scorpios may know what I'm talking about. I know Scorpio can be an intense sign. And, maybe you're just your own worst critic. Maybe that's what it is. But you need to really kind of open the door for change. Okay. That was 3 major arcana for you, Scorpio. So, wow. 3 intense major arcana. Change your wicked ways. Right? Okay. Well, we knew somebody in here had to spoil the momentum. Yes. I'll ask my son in New York and the one who just moved to the UK. He's a Scorpio sun. I think he's having a pretty good time, though. So remember that you just have to consult your own personal chart because our charts are all different. We shouldn't always just follow our sun sign or our rising sign. It's a composite. Okay. All right, moving on to Sagittarius. Okay. Well, this is nicer energy. Hi, Cancer moon. Let me guess. You have a Cancer moon. Sagittarius, look at you. Energy of the week is you're going to be working. You're going to be working on a new craft, a new skill. What is that? Is it just you've got a lot of work on your plate for your job? Or are you really trying to teach yourself, macrame or pottery or, or learn, how to play chess or something like that? What is that for you? It's this, again, is that nose to the grindstone. We've seen it twice now. Okay. Well, your caution isn't a caution. I don't believe it is. So the Two of Cups just speaks about the coming together. This could be love. This could be forming beautiful bonds with other people, with friends and family, but it's a very supportive energy. Oh, my friend is back. There he is, JPEG. Okay. Hi, Cheryl. Good to see you. A lazy Sunday. And the sun is finally shining. All right. But this is really nice. This is beautiful energy for you, Sagittarius. My Scorpio sun is a Sagittarius rising. So he's probably taking this card. Okay. Yep. More kitty time. Hi, Maureen D'Amico. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Anyway, what action does Spirit want me to take? So the Three of Pentacles. Again, this feels like we're bookending this Two of Cups. So the Three of Pentacles is similar to this one. This is about really learning new skills and creating new foundations for your life. This is going back to school, going back to whatever, Comp 101 and learning the new skills the right way. Okay, so it looks like you're going to be really kind of going back to the basics this week, but it's bookending this beautiful love relationship, friendship. Creative chick, you're Saggy rising, working on creative ideas. That makes sense. Your name gives it away. Hi, Mystic Shining. Good to see you. How are you? Okay. Oh, we just had a jumper for Capricorn. I don't know if I want to take it, but I'm going to. Yes, the kitty cat, but the cat had no hat. Nope. And I'll show you him again. This is JPEG. He's so sweet. My little sweet grandkitty. Hi, Amanda. Sagittarius. You were another Sagittarius? Okay. Capricorn. Now we're in Capricorn season. Happy birthday to all you Capricorns. Oh my goodness. Okay, this was the jumper. Energy of the week. How many Capricorns out there are going to be overindulging? Right. The devil card is often the card of drinking too much, eating too much, kind of exploring all your vices all at once, right? So watch that energy this week. It is a holiday week, so I know that we're all going to be probably, eating all the Christmas cookies and all the things, drinking all the wine, all the things we're not supposed to. Oh, thank you, Cancer Moon. I appreciate that. This is, again, in the caution area. We have a very nice card. So this is not a caution. 9 of Wheels or 9 of Pentacles talks about enjoying the fruits of your labor. This is somebody who has, really kind of set a nice life before them, and now they can enjoy that time. This is very grounding energy. Very, very nice. Isn't that a beautiful card? I love these cards. Your arm hurt for a few days. Mine did too, Cheryl, when I got my flu shot. 444, says Amanda Celeste. Yes. All right. And what action does Spirit want me to take? Well, when we see the Knight of Wands, this is action on action. Knights are always, they denote action because knights are always doing something in the tarot. And hi, Virginia. Good to see you. And we have a wand here, which also talks about taking action, following your passion, doing it. So what does Spirit want me to do? They want you to follow your passion. And maybe it's some of this crazy fire energy here with the devil. But, everything in moderation, right? Gina Fish says, calories don't count from Thanksgiving to New Year's Day. I know. There's no point in starting a diet or a new diet plan this time of year. But I think my husband and I, we were just talking about this. Well, I should say I was talking about it. He just comes along for the ride sometimes, not by choice. We're going to do some things. We're cutting out the sugar after the holidays. I do too, Fatima. I'm not like a fan of going and getting all the vaccines because then you're like, then you could be really feel funky. All right. So who am I on? Oh, Aquarius. There we go. I'm too busy talking. Aquarius energy of the week might be a little bit confusing. Might be a lot going on. A little too much in your head. I'm going to take this banner down because it's kind of annoying me. There we go. So this is the Seven of Cups. They call this the illusion and delusion card. It means you might be in your head dreaming, but it's also about like kind of putting too much on your plate, too much to do, too many, maybe it's too many gifts to buy, too many people to visit, too much going on. And I always say with this card, it's time to sort of put a few of these tasks down, put them aside. They can wait so that you can really focus. Mary Thornberry. Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, all in Aquarius, 9th house and South Node. Wow. That's crazy. That's your chart, Mary? Woo! That's wild. Aquarius much? Okay. Well, good for you. You're an innovator. All right. Caution of the week is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is that one we often see them outside of a church with the stained glass. This is saying that you might be feeling a little under the weather this week, Aquarius. Perhaps you're feeling your bank account's feeling a little light. You did a little too much spending. This is sick, poor, out in the cold card, right? But this could be just a mentality in the way that you feel. So keep those, keep your focus here. Okay. What action does Spirit want us to take? Okay. So we got the wands again. Wands are about action. They're just saying, follow your passion, listen to the messages that you're receiving, because the Page of Wands is that messenger, right? But the wands are all about passion, fire energy. They're saying, really kind of follow where your heart takes you. Okay. So it might be a little confusing week for some of our Aquarius friends. Hope not for you, Mary. That's a lot of Aquarius in your chart. Wow. Okay. Moving on to Pisces. Oops. I had the funniest, or maybe not funny, but I had the weirdest dream about my son, who's a Pisces. Tell me what you think this means. But it feels very him. I dreamed that he was like 7 and 7, 8, 9, something like that. And we're walking along and there was a play structure thing. And he climbed way up and he climbed to the top and it was like a spaceship at the top, but it didn't have any guardrails and it was about 20 feet off the ground. And he climbs up there And instead of sitting down in the seat, like the controls, like taking the steering wheel, he hung his body out over the edge, 20 feet off the ground. And of course, I'm freaking out as his mother. And he was yelling down to his father and his brother on the ground, hey, look at me. And he didn't fall, but I don't know what that dream means. So tell me what that means. I will say that was his personality as a little kid, though. I always called him the moth to the flame. If he could do the most dangerous thing, he'd do it. Instead of walking, he would climb up and walk on the rails of our deck, which was, well off the ground, or climb on the counters. I am dropping all the cards. He would climb up on the counter and get all of the knives. Oh my gosh, I dropped a ton of cards. Sorry. This is what I get for telling stories while I'm trying to shuffle cards. Anyway, protected. Are you worried about him? Let's see. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I just finally had to cut some of it off. She made it really straight. Yeah, that's right. He gave me many heart attacks. This was the kid who had several serious operations by the time he was 12 weeks old. But then his whole life was about doing dangerous things. So I don't know. He's 27 now. I don't know why I'm dreaming about this. But I am. Pisces. Yes, he is a Pisces. He's all water. He's Pisces, Sun, Cancer, Moon, and Scorpio rising. Yeah, you saw Scorpio's reading. Okay, Craig would do stuff like that too. Yeah. All right, Pisces. After I've just dropped all your cards. Oh, very nice. Okay, you're getting a good reading. The 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wheels in this deck. This is all of the energy of the week is all of the kind of creature comforts. And, you've established yourself well for yourself and your family. This is a card of family and earth energy really being established. Mystic Shining, yeah. He's ventured. Well, he lives in New York City, so yeah. Thank you. You're having rain in the Bay Area. Okay. All right. Yeah, that is quite a combo. He is very creative, he's about as creative and psychic as they come. All right, cautions of the week. 2 of Swords speaks about having to make some difficult decisions, right? This is saying, poop or get off the pot. I just cleaned up my language. This is just saying you've got some really kind of difficult decisions to make. Perhaps they are related to family, or establishing a family, perhaps. I will use my son as an example. I know he bought a ring. He bought a ring for his girlfriend. Maybe this is why he's like kind of in his head about that. Okay. What action does Spirit want me to take? You get the Emperor, Pisces, right? This is just saying, go for it. Go forth with like decisiveness, and own your world. Something is happening out in the hallway. Okay. Yeah. There you go, Pisces. Look at you. You got this. Making decisions, anyone? Okay. Love's in the air. You hope who's not listening? My son? Oh, the girl. Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt it. I hope not. There was some thought that he might give it to her while he's here over the holidays because he met her in Colorado. You did not miss Taurus. In fact, we're on Aries right now. Thank you. All right. I just shuffled the cards upside down. All right. Ready to rumble, says Tony. All right. Aries. Well, look at this. 8 of Swords. Okay. This is a card of feeling trapped. Trapped in your own mind, right? Are you mulling something over that's really kind of making you feel stuck, right? Are you feeling stuck in your job, in a relationship, with your finances? Just maybe a little too much going on up here. Okay. Just always remind you that the 8 of Swords says a lot. This is a trap of our own mind. We can walk away from it. We just have to really kind of figure out how to turn off the hamster wheel. Okay. Cautions, if any. The High Priestess speaks about intuition, deep, deep knowledge, right? So they're just saying you have this knowledge to step out of this difficult situation, this difficult headspace. Just make sure that you're really tapping into your intuition to understand, what it is that you need, right? What are you hearing from your guides? And the action Spirit wants you to take is the Queen of Swords. Okay, they're saying it's interesting that when we have the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords come out, because a High Priestess is very intuitive, is all heart, and Queen of Swords is all head, right? So it's saying use your logic and your intuition. But I guess if this is in a caution area, maybe we want to be a little more logical than intuitive in this case, right? Okay. Very good. I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday filled with love and joy. Me too. So sweet. Oh, Amanda, Maggie is being proposed to tomorrow by a Taurus. Oh, that's great. Yes, his girlfriend is a Cancer. My son's girlfriend is a Cancer. I think she's triple Cancer as well. Yeah, and she fits the profile. She's high anxiety and but very into home and family. Okay, moving on to Taurus. I don't know how I can't manage to do this. I keep flipping my cards upside down. All right, Taurus. Page of Wands. Again, we've seen this 3 times. This is about following your passion, really getting going in a new area, right? This is saying don't be erratic, though. Make sure that we're really kind of thinking things through. But this is a really good week to start something new that really kind of sparks a fire for you. Cautions, if any. Well, 2 of Pentacles speaks about being off balance, right? So, this could be, you're juggling too many things, or your energy is all tilted to one side. You're not kind of thinking clearly. You've got too many things going around and around. So make sure, and this could be juggling pennies too, right? Juggling your money, or your health and wealth, Pentacles. So be careful to make sure you're taking care of yourself and you're not overspending, those sorts of things. But Spirit wants you to know that a change in your cycle is coming. The Wheel of Fortune, perhaps the biggest karmic change that there is coming for you, Taurus. Is that right? Yes, Taurus. And so that's really cool. Do you know what that might be? Was that Maureen? Very nice. Okay. Very, very nice. I love change. I like all the change cards. Craig says, come to think of it, Kelly, I kind of want to see my daughter Melody in Denver. Maybe you're convincing. Did I convince you? I didn't. I just asked if you were coming. I thought you said that you were thinking of it. Well, nice. Your weather is similar to ours, Craig. It's good weather. Okay, Maureen says, yep, that fits. I have an ear infection and Dad is still recovering in the rehab. Oh, yes. How's he doing? Gemini. Oh, Gemini. Okay. Excuse me. Looks like change coming for you too, coming in hot. Energy of the week. My Gemini's out in the hallway right here. Okay. The world. Big endings and beginnings. This feels like the 9-year that I just talked about. The 9-year. We're kind of putting away what, we've already done, been there, done that. We're gonna, bought the souvenir. I'm moving on. Okay. Big changes coming in for you. Cautions, if any, is the confusion, right? There might be just too much on your plate. It's kind of taking your eye off the ball. And this just feels like, right now you're kind of like swirling a little bit with all these changes. And action the action that Spirit wants you to take is the 8 of Cups, right? This is saying leave behind what's no longer fulfilling your soul. Okay, we talked about this energy this week, the end of the year, the 9-year. Let's leave all that behind and move forward. Let's move forward with trust that something better is on the other side of that hill. Okay, nice. You said, okay, Maureen says her dad is a typical stubborn Virgo, but he's getting stronger. Oh, he was born 9/17/45. Okay. And did they ever figure out what this heart event he had was? Sorry about that. It was a cardiac event, yes. Okay. Cancer. Last but not least, Cancer. Where are my fellow Cancers? I'm a Cancer rising. Just visiting, got the flu shot on Thursday. Sore arm for a couple days and a red patch on your arm. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, you can really feel the heat in your arm after they give you the shot. Okay. Cancer. Oh, wow. This feels like very feminine energy coming in for you, Cancer. You get the Queen of Wands. She's the fiery queen. Energy of the week is follow your passion. Really go for what you want. This is the determination card. If you want it, you can have it this week. Amanda, I just went ahead and had the flu instead. Oh, no. Don't do that. Okay. Yeah, there is flu going around. Cheryl is a Cancer moon. All right, cautions, if any. Well, this does not feel like a caution. 3 of Cups talks about celebrating with friends, with family, all the good times, right? And I just want to put this one up again because, again, it's that feminine energy. So it doesn't mean with females necessarily, but it just feels, supportive. And then what action does Spirit want me to take? You get another queen. The Queen of Pentacles. Talks about being grounded, being nurturing, being supportive. This is the queen that we normally see holding a baby in her lap. This is taking care of others. It's a very Cancerian trait. So action Spirit wants you to take is to ground yourself and this is also a card of generosity, right? You have all the resources to help others around you. Cancer. So very, very nice for you. All right. Shall we do one more and we'll do a solstice, 3-card solstice reading? I'm not allergic to cats, but he got right up in there and I am a little tickly, which is really unusual for me. My cat. If you were here earlier, rewind. He was like all in my face. Okay, we'll do a 3 cards for the solstice, and many, many blessings for the solstice, for, I always say when winter rolls around, a lot of people feel kind of depressed with the darkness, and I understand that. That makes sense. But it's the universe's way of telling us to just slow down, to take care of our bodies and to regenerate, just like the trees. Take our cues from the trees and the plants. Okay. All right. 3 cards for the solstice. The last solstice of winter solstice of 2025. Okay. Wow. Okay. It's reflecting what I just said. First of all, it's all about family. 10 of Wheels. This is about, establishing your good foundation for your legacy, right? Your legacy, your family, the love and the comforts of home. And this is what I just said. The Hermit card talks about really going within. This is important at solstice time. Go within, be with your thoughts, heal your body, heal your mind, and heal your spirit. Find that beautiful solitude. Okay. Oh, good. You love winter. I love it now too. I used to not, but now I really love it. And the 8 of Wands, it's funny when this I don't like the way they depict this card. But the 8 of Wands is that one where you usually see the wands all coming in from one direction. And this one, it really speaks about things coming in fast. And what I want to say for that is, like, the new year is coming in fast for us, just to be aware. But it's also coming in a space of alignment. Like, let's get ourselves aligned for that new space that's coming in. We have some big astrological changes, really that haven't happened in, like, the first big one is in February, and it hasn't happened in 4,000 years. This is the conjunction of Saturn and Neptune at 0 degrees Aries, the very first degree of the first sign of the zodiac, right? And this is about bringing spirituality and permanence into our lives. So get yourself ready, clear out the garbage that we don't need so that we're ready to move into that new age with purpose. Okay? All right. And Maureen says, I got to remember to blow the cinnamon in my front door. Yes, that's a good point. Yeah. Is that what you do at the beginning of a new sign, or when do you do that? Because I've done that a few times and I can't really remember when that's done. Janet said there was an artist on my neighborhood Christmas market ticket today who had a really cute tarot card art featuring animals exclusively. Oh, nice. Oh, I love that. Yeah, my son did tarot card art for the gallery he works for. He did the lovers because he had just met his girlfriend and he was in love. The return of the light. Absolutely. The days get longer after this. So anyway, everybody have a beautiful holiday. I'm not going to see you on Christmas, most likely, but I will be putting out some things next week for the 2026 year. And I hope you'll take a look at those. And I really do want to wish everybody a beautiful holiday if you celebrate. And please take care of yourselves and others around you. And I wish everyone peace. Thank you. Bye-bye.